Hey guys, I'm HP, this is drpink, and today's topic is Shuffle Baroque. My focus out and make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy with a free member account or a premium member account. So, how does this sucker sound like? It's gonna be awesome. Yeah guys, that's the thing here. I'm gonna show you the riff. It's really awesome. And some really cool solo ideas which can help you to really sound cool in such a situation. Because Shuffle Rock has a really heavy, cool red vibe which you want to explore and also express on our guitars. So let's get started. Alright guys, let's first start with the riff. That one is really simple. I've made a drop D tuning, meaning the low E string goes down to a D, gives a really strong and punchy power chords. See? The cool thing is the low three strings are all open strings and they create really strong power chords. So it's in D and the riff is like this. It's really simple. We just make a shuffle groove, a damped shuffle groove here on the open D, A and D string. Just like this, bum, bum, bum. And you can add some delay if you want. You can add the delay on the quarter note or on the triolic 8 note. That also works. I did both on the backing track, but for this lesson now, I just use the one on the quarter note. You just play this really boom, bum, bum, bum. This is the most important thing of the whole thing on the rhythm guitar. And then if you want to add the chords, one is a F here, 6th, 5th, 7th fret, and a normal C with the open D string. Okay, and then make 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's really simple. But to make it groovy, I'm going to show you. Yeah, the main thing is really that this chord on the 4 really comes one, like, you know, you can make a little effect if you press against the guitar, and this gives you a slight detune effect. See? That could highlight this effect even more. I would do that. I really recommend that. Like. See the slight detune effect which we have here on the chords. So that is played, I think 2 bars. And then comes the riff is really simple. Then comes F. F5 is really simple in drop D. It's just a bar here on over the 3rd fret. And on the G, over the 5th fret. And then we play the D5, and then comes again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then a little single note line at the end. 3, 5, 0, 2, 3 to 0, pull off. And then the whole thing starts again. I'm gonna play one chorus for you that you see how the whole thing works. It's really simple. Right? and so on. Now, if you want to give some more traction and tension in the whole thing, you can make variations with attacking the chords harder, like at the beginning. Just see the difference just between you start on the first chord, just like slide. Just attack soft and then more, or you can work with the volume, like start with a reduced volume and then more volume. This can really make the whole thing more interesting. And in between you can make something like just reduce the riff to the minimal pattern, and then go to the second part. This way you make this riff, which is really very simple, more interesting. Okay, this is about the rhythm guitar. It's really simple, as I said, but it's not so simple as you might think, because this is really hard grooving. You need to be really precise and really attack the strings hard. Now let's get to the lead guitar. That one is more cool, of course. What can we do here? I'm gonna quickly switch off the delay. We are playing in D minor pentatonics, but since we are in drop D, you cannot use the low. You can, like here. I use this position here 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, and now I go into the next position. Then 3, 5, 7, 6, 8, 5, 8. And also use the open. I use this pattern really often. It's really simple, okay? Then of course you use the main position up here in the 10th fret without the low D string. So if I want to go lower, then I go down here to the position, okay? Now, how do we play something like this? It has to be wild, otherwise it's not cool. So let's put in a high gain sun. What you hear is the noise from the distortion. I don't put in noise gates because noise gates cut off your high frequencies in the lead. I mean, now it's really strong, okay? But when you play it with the rock band, you don't hear this anymore. But what you hear is that the high frequencies are cut off by the noise gate. And I don't like that. That's why I don't use noise gates. I mean, you can do some really fine tuning on that, but I personally don't like them. But if you want, you can put in a noise gate. But this is now high gain distortion. And delay on the. I'm gonna show you. Let me quickly adjust the volume. That one was too loud and the other one was not loud enough. So I'm gonna quickly make the lead guitar a bit louder, that I can use the other sound. Okay, what I played is just you just move up the scale I showed, go into the bend. You hear a lot of noise here, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah? Then we jump. We jump here in the bending here on the 13th fret. And you hear a lot of noise and delays, and those will disappear once you play. Okay, what else? I'm gonna switch to a slider distortion to show. What you really can do is... That one is not really cool. I have so many different lead sounds here. Sorry guys for that. Okay. This works, okay? So, on the bending, this one here in the 13th fret. This one really works, okay? And what you can do is, and then you can make a slight visual effect. I think Jimi Hendrix did that one. Makes it more look wild, but it's not really hard to play. So let's do this. I'll show you now. See how this thing works? It's really, the visual makes it look double as wild as it is. But another trick when you do the bendings, I often, let me switch off the delay. When you play them 3 times, it's more intense. But first time slow. First time fast. Second time slow, and third time with vibrato. Yeah, and what also, when you're out of the bending, you release, pull off. You just get out of the bendings into playing. Just release, pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off out of this. And that already works really great. Let's check this out. Okay, so on the second round you need something more intense. Then you switch to double stops. This one works great. Pinky in the 5th, 13, bending in the 12th. Here, 10, 10, 12, 12. Really works great, and you can really sit on those and they're gonna sound really cool. So that works really great. You have a lot of power in this. What is also important is accelerate your vibrators to the end of the note. You start here. Stop. See? That is really important here to get the right effect. Also work with pinch harmonics. Okay, all this stuff really works. So I give a summary now of all this. I know it's not so much about licks, it's about intensity. You know, you can play your licks, but you have to play them intense, and the really important things are the bendings and the vibrators, and probably the sound. I mean, you can choose your own. So I really go for high gate and distortion. In this case, no noise gate, and this gives you maximum output. If you just play it like this, it probably sounds ugly. But in the setting itself, it doesn't sound ugly, it just gives you more punch. If you take a regular distortion, it doesn't really have the push-through effect, you know. So. And don't be afraid of the lots of noise you're doing. I mean, you probably heard I had a few mishits. That can happen, but that doesn't really matter. It has to be intense. As long as the top of the noise level which you're creating, you know, it's not by accident that you say make some noise. We are making some noise here, you know. It's not really an accident. So but that's the cool thing, you know. And this all together, it's like a huge soup, and you just stir it and make it really fiery. Yeah, guys, that was the Power Shuffle Rock tutorial here. And some ideas how to give some power into your soloing. It's not so much about, I mean, I know a lot of people would think you have to play fast here. Playing fast is always cool, but in this situation, on a shuffle thing, it's more important that you have this warm effect, you know, the wah, what is this guy doing, you know? And it's more focused on intensity and make some noise than to play fast runs, because if you play fast runs don't really work. I mean, they work, of course, but if you really want to push through, that's the things which I was showing. Just go for the bendings, the vibrators, and maybe this little visual effect if you want. I mean, you don't need to do it, but it's just a little ad, you know. But that really works on this situation here. Yo. Good. If you love my lesson, please share this video to all your friends, also my channel to all your friends. If you want to download the backing track and some tabs I'm doing about the riff and some ideas I just played, they're available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Join there with a premium membership account, but also join there with a free membership account, because there's a lot of stuff there for free members and also interaction stuff, blah, blah, blah. Yep, because that's my only social media account, which I really feed now. Yo. Good, that's all me and Dr. Pink wanted to say. We're saying goodbye and rock on, guys.